Hi, I'm Cindy Goldberg here with Drum Talk TV at the 2020 NAMM show, and I'm so honored to be here with Mr. Vincent Dee. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's so much fun to be here. I am amazed that I've been able to make so many wonderful NAMM shows. I'm an artist for Ludwig Drums and have been with them for 43 years and 37 years with Sabian Cymbals. And in my career, I've gotten to play behind a lot of famous, wonderful people. Brenda Lee and Mel Tillis, the Forrester Sisters, Tom T. Hall, many, many opera stars. Even recorded the million-seller hit, the Curly Shuffle, back in the 80s, if any of you can remember back in the 80s. But it's lovely to be here because you get to see your family of friends that you only get to see maybe once a year, you know, because you're touring or you're playing or whatever. And just honored to get to meet you and know Dan and everybody else, you know.
Tell us more about some of these bands that you played with, the 1980s and earlier, even said.
Oh, yeah. I was actually on the road when I was 10. And that was back when the Moses came down from the mountain, you know, way back then. But I went on the road when I was 19, too, with the Ink Spots, the original Ink Spots. And then from there, I went to Nashville and joined Brenda, and I was with her for about 9 years. And just have traveled and played with a lot of different people beautifully out of Nashville. Yeah.
What are you working on these days, Vince?
Well, I actually work with two different situations. I work with a 15-piece big band out of Nashville. They're called the Merchants of Cool. And then I work with a 9-piece, 5-piece horn band. And they have quite an unusual name. They're called Stupid Cool to Kiss My Brass Horns. So I'm keeping pretty busy, and I also teach privately. So in Nashville, they got me pretty busy.
Okay, so speaking of teaching, a question on all drummers' minds is, what are some of the best ways for us to improve as drummers?
To do what now?
To improve our technique as drummers.
There's so many neat things to do. First of all is to be disciplined. In other words, if you're just starting out, you want to make sure that you get in the habit of practicing at least 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it's getting into that ritual that will help you get better and stronger and brighter no matter what you're trying to do, whether it's just to play or read music, learning how to read music, or learning how to write music for that matter. But it's very important for you to learn as many styles as possible. And so you got to be dedicated to yourself. The more you're dedicated to yourself, the better your career will go.
Versatility and learning multiple styles. Even if you're one style of drummer, it's good to learn all the rest.
That's right, absolutely. And I mean, learn as much as you can from as many people as you can, because everybody will have a different take on things. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can be a rock player. There's a lot of very, very sensitive, dynamic things that you can learn being a jazz player. So all of those are involved in, quote, music, period. You know, you just don't want to be a headbanger, you know.
I'm a headbanger, but I try to, you know, move beyond it.
No problem with that. I mean, you start out, you learn what you can do, what you can't do, but never be afraid of what you can't do.
Great advice, great advice. So it's been a real honor to meet you, Vince, and I hope we see you around NAMM for the rest of the show.
I'll be here. They usually kick me out about 5 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon.
Okay. This has been Cindy for Drum Talk TV at the 2020 NAMM show. Stay tuned for more.